Happy 9th of May, Andrea. I'm so glad we defeated the Nazis. Hey, Andrea. So how are you doing? I hope you've already had at least one great smile today, and I'm going to go through this Acropolis infographic with you briefly. So first of all, let me compliment you on the design. I think it's beautiful. It looks very cool. Having said that, I think content-wise there are some things that I wasn't crazy about. So first of all, it starts with this. This does not reflect the contents of the infographic. Here it should say something like the USA's official inflation rate is 1.8%, the EU's is 1.5%. But can we trust these figures? Look below and see. Something like this, just something light, introductory, right? So, this is cool. This looks very cool. So, Big Mac, US, France, gold, big change. And then I would put something like official rates, 1.8, 1.5%. Big Mac inflation, 4.1, 3.2%. Gold inflation, 4.9%. And stack them against each other. And when you hold up 4.9% versus 1.5, 1.8%, the pyramid is going to be twice as big. It's a very big visual difference. It would look much cooler. Also the 2410 rule has nothing to do with any of this. So basically here I feel there should be like a third bar, which is official inflation rates versus Big Mac inflation rates versus gold inflation rates, and illustrate all of that visually. It'll be a pretty striking visual difference, right? Now, again, this text bit shouldn't necessarily be here. I would prefer it if you contacted me and had me make custom text for the infographic, but this shouldn't necessarily be here. So now, again, for this is the way it is now. It's too vague. I know they were just extrapolating the data that I gave, but knowing this will be an infographic, maybe I can find better examples. Or if not a better example, like I'll give you a very clear timeline. So it'll be like 2011 Zara, the most expensive thing they had cost $100, and today the most expensive thing is like $300. 1 second, actually, hold on. Hey, excuse me, I just did a little search. So, okay, looking at this website and this article edited, we can see that in 2014, Zara's average price point was $48, and a simple Google search will show that, so in Australia, their average price point in 2015 was already up to $90. So this is the sort of thing that we could use. Say specifically, like before 2014, the average price point at Zara was $48. By 2015, it was up to $90. And, for example, say that today Zara's offering goes up to over $300. Right? When you put it like that on the thing that we have, it looks great because it's like average price, $40, $90, and then today up to $300. Right? Visually, that would look more appealing and more specific. All right. So next thing, the car thing. Again, it should have. I would put this a little differently. Say, traditionally, Americans follow the 2410 rule to get a car. This is the 2410 rule, great. But why isn't this illustrated visually? This would look so great. You can even show a car and filled up, like in texture, no, not in texture, but like filled in with color, and fill it in only a little bit, and say, like, this is how much of a new car the average person can buy, right? Using the traditional 2410 rule. Like this again, like cool, but really seems like in an infographic, this is the kind of thing that should be visually illustrated. And I'm thinking, why is this not visually illustrated? 40,000 in today's money, 200,000 then. I mean, should really be visual. Same thing goes for this last point. Like this would look very cool. And it's very simple to do, I feel, to say, you know, education is appreciated 400% faster than inflation figures suggest, and then have like a small chart or something, inflation, and then education fees. They're like 4 times higher. Man, that looks crazy. That looks crazy. Isn't that the point of an infographic? To show information visually? This is mostly just text with icons. I'm sorry, that's nothing against you. I know you're not the one doing this stuff, but come on, like, if you're copying and pasting words, you shouldn't make sloppy mistakes. Like appreciation with a C. There should be more visuals, and I'm here and I'm happy to edit the content. But aside from the content,